Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna forewarn you with this video. Currently having a low sugar. I just had some cookies that I made. Oops, as you can tell, that I had some cookies I made yesterday. I didn't even think about it. I have some food up here. I could have grabbed that, but that's the thing when you're having the low sugars, you're just thinking, okay, I need to take care of this and whatever is coming to mind. But yeah, I'm a little bit shaky. I've been battling them again throughout the night, just like the night before. I know it's because of my period. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm kind of here, but kind of not. So I'm gonna forewarn you, but I need to do this video because I have to go back to work today. But anyway, so the reason why I bring it up, in case I kind of am in and out or whatever, or all of a sudden I come out of it, which can happen. All of a sudden it'll be like a big rush or whatever, and be like, "Whoa, what was that?" Oh, I know what it was. So, but in case I'm kind of in and out, spacey, this and that, and so forth, that's the reason why. So anyway, yeah, yesterday was a very busy day. Again, which I knew that this weekend, my weekend, was going to be a bit crazy, but that's okay. I don't mind it. Getting things accomplished, moving forward, so on and so forth. I have to remind myself sometimes when I start feeling like, oh, I should be further along with things or whatever. It's only been 2 months since I got here. And it's only been a month since I started this job. And it's like, yeah, okay, be more patient with yourself, child. Yeah, I can have a tendency to be a bit impatient and hard on myself. So, yeah, and I have to remind myself, these things and so forth. So, but anyway, yeah, we went out. We hit DSW first. And I really wanted to hit there first, no matter what, anyway. So I could get a better idea on where else to go and so forth. So anyway, hit there first. They definitely were selling the Brooks running shoes. Tried on several pairs. That's the thing with my feet. It's kind of like finding the glass slipper, you know. Got to find that right pair. And that my feet knew what they were looking for. I will admit that with trying shoes on and walking, that my back and legs were feeling a lot better because I've been dealing with some lower back pain as well. Yeah, definitely was starting to feel better in those regards, but they weren't quite right. It was like either I had one pair, I felt pretty good and everything, but they kept slipping off my feet. The way that they were made, they were, or that particular style or whatever, they, around the top, where you slip your foot in, I don't know, there's this material that was kind of slippery or whatever, and my feet kept trying to slip out of them. I'm like, yeah, that's not a good situation when you're working a job where you're having to be walking around all the time and so forth, especially a warehouse sort of situation, working with heavy objects and so on, and climbing up and down ladders, this and that and everything. Yeah, not a good situation. You need to make sure your shoes are going to stay on your feet. But then, and then there was one pair I tried on, where they were really tight around my toes, or another pair I tried on where felt that they were just really tight around my feet, or no arch supports, all this sort of stuff. So not quite right. So I moved on to I think a couple pairs of Nikes, Asics, Saucony's, because I have worn Saucony in the past, I don't remember. And currently, my current walking shoes are actually Asics, so I figured, well, I'll give them a shot. Okay for short things, like going for walks, but not for a job situation. Tried on some Skechers. I don't even remember what else I wound up. I think that those were all the brands that I tried on. But actually, and I was trying on, I think it was a pair of Nikes I was trying on. I don't remember. I thought they were okay, and I have worn Nikes in the past, but it was like not, like I said, I was looking for that glass slipper, or slippers, I guess. I knew what I was looking for. And it was like, okay. And with where we were at, it's basically right there where Whole Foods is at, only across the street. And when we pulled in, and it's also where I will go, where Angie and I will go, whenever we go to Whole Foods and I need to go to PetSmart afterwards. It's the same complex, basically. Same area. Is where PetSmart is at. So, and they also had REI and Dick's Sporting Goods too. So if things didn't work out there at DSW, at least I had those other two options as well. And I don't mind spending the money on a good pair of shoes. So, but ultimately, I was able to find a pair there at DSW. Yay! It was a pair of Skechers, actually, slip-ons. Where they've been advertising the slip-ons. These have got extra cushion, the art support that my feet were looking for, and so forth. It was like I slipped them on, literally slipped them on, and just like, in the movies with the glass slipper or whatever, and my feet melted. It was like, this is the pair. These are the glass slippers. So, and I did the run around the store and so forth, and I'm like, yeah, these are them. So I put my old shoes back on, put them back in the box. We went up front, and come to find out they were doing a sale also. So I got them for 10% off. So instead of paying $90, I paid $80. So it was like, yay, double win here. And I wore them out of the store. And when we went into the store, it was starting to sprinkle a little bit. By the time we got out, it was starting to rain a little bit harder. So, but I wore them out of the store, and I figured, let's start getting them broken in and everything, because I know that could take a little bit of time too. But yeah, phenomenal. My feet just were feeling so much better. We went to PetSmart right afterwards, got her some food, and also a bigger litter box the size litter box that she's used to having. Basically pretty much got her the same box that she had before, only a different color. And also my own scooper, so I'm not having to be running downstairs to get theirs all the time. Now we have our own scooper, and while there, I got her something a little special too. I couldn't help it. I happened to walk past the cat beds, and there was a couple there. I liked the one, but I actually really like this other one more, and I knew she would like it a lot more too. And oh, she has fallen in love with it. Actually, she's in it right now. I don't know if I can turn. Let's see if I can. There she is. Say hi. She's like, Mom. Yeah, but you can see it's really soft. Yeah, it is, isn't it? She's like, she's got that look. Leave me alone. But of course, well, I was thinking that because a lot of times, because we just have a twin-size bed that we're sleeping in right now. I know it's taken a bit for me to get used to, and then sharing it with the two of us. I can have a tendency to do some kicking in my sleep, and there have been times when I wake up and she's sleeping on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. I know I'm not doing it intentionally, it just happens, you know. Um, but oh well. But I was like, well, this would be a good opportunity, for her to be able to have some place to sleep if she winds up on the floor or whatever. Well, and then it was a matter of asking her, well, where do you want it or whatever. And I tried different. She didn't like it. No. And sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of like this. So it's like, okay. But anyway, ultimately, because I knew I had a lot to do downstairs, I took it, picked it up off the floor, put it where I usually am sitting, and a lot of time, well, not always, but a lot of times when she misses me, what she'll do is she'll grab one of her little squishy balls that she likes, basically her pom-pom balls. She'll grab them in her mouth and bring them up onto the bed and start crying. So the squishy ball kind of acts like a teddy bear or whatever. So I'm like, well, let me try and put the bed there. It worked. No crying or anything. She just curled up and she was just all Miss Happy, happy, happy. She was making all kinds of, when I'd come upstairs to get something, she would be making noises, or she might look up at me and be like, what are you doing in here? Please leave. Or she would come and rub herself on me, make all kinds of noises, thank yous, all that sort of stuff. So it's like good purchase, especially with me doing all this work and everything. So yeah, definitely good purchase. And I went ahead and just kept it on the bed, put it there in front of the window, and that worked out really good too, because it acts as a barrier. I was able to have the window open a little bit last night. It was a bit chilly, and it also rained a little bit. So that acted as a nice little barrier so she could still be on the bed and, with me while being able to have the window open a little bit. And I definitely needed it last night. It was a little warm. I was warm last night, even though it was chilly. So anyway, that worked out really, really good. That was a good investment, good purchase. So, and at least she has a little Betty, because I know her cat tree that she used to have out there before I had to sell it. So I wasn't going to leave anything in storage. Not this time. Not after everything that happened with the other unit. I'm like, nope, I'm not taking the chance. I had no idea I was going to need the money anyway. And I had no idea how long it was going to be before I got a job either. So, yeah, that was one of the things that sold, but it had her old cat tree. Well, it's a little bit beaten up, so she needed a new one anyway. But it had a couple of really squishy beds on it, and this helps make up for that. So, and of course, she loves her new litter box. She has space to be able to squishy her butt into the litter and so forth. I got her fresh litter, but too, not there at PetSmart, but actually at Walmart later. I like this one. That's an unscented one that they sell there. It works out really good for my issues. So then we went to Whole Foods, where I spent pretty much most of my paycheck. I know Whole Foods has the reputation of being known as whole paycheck, but I was out of things. I not only needed food, but also a little bit of replenishment of some supplies. So, yeah, I went ahead and did kind of guesstimated as far as buying 2 weeks worth of food. So I don't think I did too terribly bad. It was about, actually, I know I was budgeting myself for about a couple hundred. Well, I wound up spending about 300, so that's okay. But, there was also a couple things that were a bit on the expensive side, like the shampoo. So, yeah, I take that into consideration. And ultimately, that big yellow bowl that I was talking about yesterday at World Market, I was kind of debating back and forth, especially after how much I spent at PetSmart and everything. I'm like, can I justify it? And we left the store. We were just about to leave and everything. And I'm like, would you mind if I run next door and get that bowl? And he's just like, giving me a hard time and everything. And he's like, go. And I'm like, okay. I had the coupon, so I saved myself 15%. But what really changed my mind is thinking about week and a half when I have those 3 days off, because I got a whole fryer, chicken whole fryer, and stuff to do, chicken dinner, and also to make soup. And I'm like, side of homemade bread would be so awesome. I'm like, but I need that big yellow bowl in order to do it. And they had the big white one too, that I had seen that up online where they said it was online only. They had that one too, but I'm like, no, I've had my eye on that, the one with the bees the whole time. So I went ahead and got it. I'm like, yeah, the other one I can get another time, maybe next paycheck or something. I do have to start getting all that stuff because I'm going to need it, It isn't just a matter of renting someplace. Even if I get a furnished apartment, I'm still going to need stuff to cook with and everything. Stuff for, and stuff to eat on, plates, cups, all that. So, but throughout it all, I made the decision. I know I had talked about getting my Lennox again, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I satisfied that, with that stage in my life, with having my Lennox. I'm going to go a completely different route. I'm going to go to places, like World Market and so forth, and I'm going to do the mismatched set, but I'm going to go completely mismatched. But I'm going to buy what I like. It's like, okay, I like this mug, I like this plate, I like, this dessert plate, this bowl, this sort of thing. I'm going to go completely opposite direction. So, and there's quite a few things there at World Market that I really love. Yeah, it can be a little bit more on the expensive side or whatever, but you figure starter collection with Lennox, with that Butterfly Meadow collection, depending, I think I paid on sale, I paid $250 for that starter collection, but it can run you, the other one that I was looking at that actually comes with bowls is up on Amazon, I think it was in the ballpark of like $550. So I'm like, and I'm not even too sure with if I like how it's being made now, considering what was sent to me as far as the replacements are concerned. So I'm like, okay, not entirely too sure. But either way, I'm like, okay, I've been there, done that. I'm going to go off in a completely different direction. And I'm just going to use my mom's good silver for the average everyday silver and be done with it. Because I really do enjoy using it. It's different, it's unusual, it isn't something that you find every day, and I know I'll be careful with it and everything. And I was looking at it, and as far as the bigger pieces are concerned, the serving pieces, and has everything that I need. So screw it. I'm just gonna. There were some things, I'll admit, that were a little bit lacking as far as the Lennox silverware and so forth, and also even with the dinnerwares and servings and so forth. This way, I'm just going to build a collection that I like. Be done with it. Isn't that right? Yeah. So I'm going to go off in that direction. But anywho, after that, we made the run to Walmart, made it there just in time before the pharmacy closed. I didn't even think about the pharmacy closing for lunch. So I got my syringes just in the nick of time. They were closing in 2 minutes. Yeah. I was like, what time do you all close for lunch? She's like, 1:30. I'm like, ooh, I made it just in time. She's like, yeah. So I did that. Also got the I got a couple of bread pans, glass bread pans. A little concerned about them. They might have might have a crack in them, but it isn't going all the way through. So I kind of wonder if it was part of the molding process. So I'm gonna risk it and see what happens. Yeah, and got most of the rest of what I needed there at Walmart. The only thing they didn't have is my secret ingredient for my chicken noodle soup. So, and I did check Whole Foods too, and they didn't have it either. But they did have paprika for me to be able to bake my chicken, do my rub and bake my chicken. So, I did check Amazon, and I can't order it, so I'm gonna do that, so I can have my chicken noodle soup, my homemade chicken noodle soup. I even make my own noodles too. It's phenomenal. Yum 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 yum. So we're gonna do that, and then I also got myself a jar of peanut butter while I was there at Whole Foods. They don't sell the bigger jars, so kind of sucks, but that's okay. So as far as doing peanut butter cookies, I probably should have gotten 2 jars, but that's okay. I got some chocolate chips and walnuts, so I made when I got home yesterday after putting everything away, finally eating, all that sort of good stuff. And I also had I bought a couple of things of butter. I took out a couple of sticks of butter to make some chocolate chip cookies. And by that point, well, at one point, Rick had turned the oven on to make dinner for all those guys and help soften it a little bit. I just took the mixing bowl, the mixing bowl for the stand mixer. I already had the butter in, put it on top of the stove, so that way it could soften a little bit faster. But yeah, made some chocolate chip cookies. Yum yum, they are very good. I had some. Yeah, my sugar is done. Woo! Yeah, I just felt that. Most definitely. Whew, a little bit of head clearing up there, huh? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I know you love your new bed, don't you? Yes, you do. You love your new bed. I know. So anyway, we got some chocolate chip cookies. I also had gotten some strawberries, got those prepped, and I also bought a bag of oranges. I'm not buying fruit too far in advance because I've noticed that it doesn't last very long here. And a lot of times, by the time it gets to the stores here, it's already kind of getting, so I'm being very careful when it comes to produce. At least until the summer season comes and everything starts to come in season. It's my understanding that the local farmers, they set up at the farmers markets and so forth. So that's when I'll see about buying more advanced fresh fruit. So just being a little bit more cautious with the fruit right now and not buying too much in advance. But I got those prepped for how I like them. And also got my chicken going because that takes about an hour to cook. Not the whole fryer. I also got one of those things of chicken breasts where it's like 3 separate packages or whatever, and they're all connected together, shrink wrapped in plastic, not shrink wrapped, but yeah, freezer, whatever you call it. And you just cut it and you can freeze the others, can freeze it all or whatever. But basically, it's 2 breasts in one package, and it's three of them. So anyway, yeah, got that done. Baked that. I figured I'd make myself a couple of different things to last for several days, so I don't have to cook again for a while. So I did that with some green beans. And then also got a couple packages of New York strips so I can make my own, what I call my own version of fajitas, basically. That, along with red and green pepper, onion. I still had some garlic, which I need to put on my list for next time, and cilantro. Also got extra cilantro for to make spaghetti at one point, and also got extra hamburger. Those I got a couple of hamburger packages at Walmart because it's cheaper. And I figured I'd get it there. Aldi is right out the road here too, but we were running a little short on time because we need to make sure we are home in time for Sean to come home. So anyway, got that, and of course I got pasta and some extra Parma Romano cheese, and let's see here, what else? Oh, I got extra thing of hamburger meat, so I can make some tacos at some point, plus cheese, plus lettuce, and I also got myself a ribeye steak, so I figure I can cook that up. I'll just usually take that, slap it onto a cookie sheet with a little bit of seasoning, salt. That's usually like 2 meals for me because I can only eat about half. I can't eat a whole steak. It's like, oh my goodness. Even though they're not very big or anything, it's still a lot of meat for me. So I just I went ahead and did that. So between that and then I got the chicken, and then of course I got the whole fryer, and so yeah, I made up the fajitas last night. Only I didn't do flour tortillas. I knew after everything else I had done, like, I am not going to want to stand here and roll out flour tortillas. So I had gotten a bag of white jasmine rice and just did that, and that's good enough. So that was yummy. I figure I can take that with me, either take that or chicken with me to work. I haven't quite decided. I'm thinking I'll probably do the chicken and have the fajitas for breakfast. So, anywho, got that done. Had a little bit of a mess to clean up last night, but that's okay. Didn't mind it. And then I got myself a couple bags of tortilla chips. What are they called? The 1st of July. The I don't know, the July brand, whatever they're called. I know it has July in the name, whatever they're called. But I like their nacho tortilla chips. Basically, their version of Doritos. Only they're better than Doritos. So I got a couple bags of those, and got myself a bag of Quadratinis. That's what I was sitting here saying from the get-go with all of them. I'm like, oh shoot, I had food up here, but oh well. So I still have enough money left over, of course, for the book. I made sure that I had that budgeted. Completely forgot that I had my phone bill, but that's okay. I still got enough. And I also have enough for Ubers to take either to work or pick me up from work, one or the other. And I still have enough for my phone bill, plus whatever incidentals that I might need still, like the produce. Also got myself some extra yogurt so I can take one of those, little packs and throw it in my lunch bag and have that with me at work as well. Only I got the fruit flavored ones, so and then I have the vanilla ones for here at the house. the big tubs, you know. And of course I'm going to need more of those as well. But I'll have plenty of the, I'll also have ones left over as far as the small ones are concerned for me to still be able to take with me to work. So anyway, yeah, getting there. I know. It was very exciting to be able to do all of this. I'm like, wow, be able to afford it all for a change. I knew that this was going to be a big one with this paycheck, with the spending. I realized, you know, the big yellow bowl or whatever, the bed, you know, this, but at the same point, it was well worth it. So, and of course the shoes are well worth it too. So we are pretty much set, ready to go here for the next couple of weeks. It's awesome. I love it. So, but yeah, it's going to be awesome. And of course, I can make some peanut butter cookies if I wanted to, or I could do something else. So we'll see. Yeah. We're getting there. I know. It's exciting. It's very exciting. But, you know, like I said, you know, this is all stuff that I'm going to need to be able to get at some point, too. So, and of course, I got to start stashing money away to be able to make the big purchase of a mattress. I'm going to have to be able to do that at the same time doing everything for deposit, and I'm going to plan on, as far as an apartment is concerned, I'm going to plan on stashing away a full month's rent for a deposit in case they want that, plus of course full first month's worth of rent, plus, of course, the deposits that I'll need for the utilities. I know that water, sewer, and trash is usually combined in, so I'm not worried about. What I'm more concerned about is like the electrical and possible gas deposits. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to stash away for that. So, and then, of course, a bed. And I'm going to get a comfortable one, and I'm going to have to see about getting that and have that delivered pretty much almost at the same time as when I take care of everything for an apartment. So, and then, of course, I need to start getting other stuff as well. So, and I have started looking at stand mixers for myself. I'm having issues with finding one that I like, so we'll see. Either stand mixer, the hand mixers. I'm just, even if it's the beaters. Those beaters nowadays are terrible. They are so cheap, so chintzy. It's like, even if it's a good brand or whatever, because I was looking at one from Cuisinart. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's I think it's a 12 speed or something. Great, love it. I love those higher speeds, but it's the damn beaters. It doesn't matter which ones that you're even attaching. They're terrible. It's like they are so cheaply made. It's like I'm better off going with a stand mixer. Just I have some issues with them. So, but I don't know. I'll see. There is one from Cuisinart that I'm looking at. I just need to find out what size. I need to be able to actually see the bowl itself, the mixing bowl, because one of the issues that I have with their stand mixer with the mixing bowl is it's got this like little hump down there at the bottom. Yeah, it's great, so that way the thing, can get down there or what have you. But I also notice that the ingredients wound up getting stuck around it too. So it's like I'm constantly having to stop it, pull the thing down, and then stir, and then let it do its thing again. And it's also terrible with trying to make butter. Really terrible with trying to do that. So, That's what I mean. I've got some research to do as far as that is concerned to find one that I really like. So we'll see. But I do like the fact that they all come with the whisk attachment for making butter. So, and you know me, I love making my own butter. I don't mind buying the stick butter, but I prefer making my own. So, then that way you get that extra buttermilk. Oh, that's the other thing I had gotten is a package of bacon. So I can see about making some bacon and some pancakes. I get a little bit of buttermilk up there in the freezer. I didn't get heavy whipping cream this time. I figure I could just use regular milk to make some pancakes. So I figure maybe I can do that Sunday night because I work early shift on Sunday. It's 11 to 8. But I'm off on Wednesday, so and maybe I can treat myself and make myself some breakfast on Wednesday. And I'll have to cook other things by then too. Probably make my spaghetti because that takes a while. That'd be a good idea. The spaghetti and tacos. That would be good. So there we go. And then the following weekend, I have off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And that's when I can bake my chicken and make my chicken noodle soup. Another thing I had thought too, instead of doing chicken noodle soup, maybe I could do chicken and dumplings and then take the stew part and make pasties. But I'm like, no, I want chicken noodle soup. It's been a while. I wasn't able to make it over there because of the bug situation. Yeah, a lot of fun. So, let's do some chicken noodle soup. I might even see if Prime has... I did see there at World Market that they were selling my rolling pin, the marble rolling pin. I don't really care for the one that Angie has. I mean, it's okay in a pinch. Don't get me wrong. I'm very appreciative, grateful that I have a lot of things and that she is, well, she doesn't really cook anymore, but she has everything. But I do miss my marble rolling pin, so I'll see if I can find one up on Prime. Or somebody wants to buy me one. Hello? Anybody out there? It's okay. I'll do it. So, but yeah, things just roll out so much easier with the marble rolling pin. So, I will do some research and see if I might be able to get one up on Prime for cheaper and go from there. I was trying to see about a kitchen collection store around here because I remember her telling me that they do have them here, but I'm not too sure where they're at or anything. They look like they might be a bit far or whatever, so I'm probably not going to go that route. But I'll take a look at Prime, see what they have. Otherwise, yeah, things are great. I know, we're starting to move forward with things. It's exciting. I'm so excited. I know. So, but anywho, yep, I got to get myself moving. It is now 8 o'clock, and I have to be to work at 1, so, and I need to eat first. But at least my head is giving me an opportunity to let my head clear up. I know a lot. I definitely can tell my sugar has come up. I know some of it, actually all of it, is because of my period. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a beating with it. I knew it was going to be a tough one, and it hasn't been too bad. A little bit of cramping, and I know I'm a little loopy right now too because I had to take some. Oh, excuse me, I had to take some more ibuprofen, so we're getting there. It's exciting, I know. It is raining today. It did start raining pretty good while we were out, and that's the other thing I was going to mention also. Sunday, we're supposed to get a line of storms that are supposed to be moving through, and it's supposed to be lasting into Monday, where it's supposed to get pretty... severe, my understanding. This is what I was just seeing on my Twitter feed just before I started recording. But we had the potential for tornadoes on Monday, so please keep us in mind with the weather that's supposed to be coming. It's Sunday into Monday, so especially since I'm going to be at work at that time, and I don't know what everybody's schedules are going to be. So the baby's here, so yeah, please keep us all in mind, keep us in your prayers, and hope for some safe weather, okay? I'd really appreciate that. And oh, by the way, everything, of course, worked out great with Rick. So they're actually talking about possibly having to go another direction with him, with what he's been having going on. So we may be looking at another surgery or some other sort of procedure. They're also also some sort of Botox therapy. So I'm not entirely too sure. That's kind of between him and Angie. So I don't know exactly what's going on. And I'm not going to dive too much into their personal business, especially up on here. As far as I'm concerned, that's up to them to talk about, not me. But all I ask is send some positive energy their way. So, after all, they've been taking care of us. Me and little Miss Itchy Coo here. You want to say hi to her one more time? Yes, she is. Yep. Bumped up against her mommy. Got her foot. Got her foot. Got her waggy. She's like, would you leave me alone, mommy? I know. I'm always torturing my poor baby. She needs to be tortured. All right, sweetie. All right, guys. I love you. I will talk at you again tomorrow. If I'm giving myself some time before I start doing my yoga, and of course, I might go back over there and get me another pair of shoes for walking shoes. I need an upgrade. The ones I have are what, 6, 7 years old? 7, excuse me. Yeah, they're 7 years old. I need a new pair of walking shoes, and I don't want to use the ones that I have for walking. So I might be going over there and getting me another pair of shoes. So anyway, I will talk at you later. I love you guys. Love you.